welcome back to my channel. You're here steeped in ink and parchment with Intuitively Kayla, and I have the best gift for you today. That is the second unboxing, the second haul of stationery items that I bought over Christmas, and it is overflowing, let me tell you. I have this big box right here, so let's just jump right in. I ended up going to Barnes & Noble's right after the holidays and purchasing this Book Lovers Journal. I absolutely love the prompts in this because they kind of make you dive deeper into the questioning, and I like that there's about 3 pages for each book, and you know, like my favorite character, memorable quotes, writing style, what I love, and then my review is on the last page, so you get that. Like, there's just so many little questions that prompts you about the book that you're reading, and I like that because it's better than in my personal book journal, where I will often do spreads and then I just write. Yeah, that was a great book. Intriguing. Okay, I've had this little pencil case for a long time, but inside it is what I got recently. Some craft supplies on top of. So these are not pens. These are, let me take these out. These are crafting knives, like miniature crafting knives, and they each have like a different point tip, so that when you're crafting on paper, you can cut outlines better, cut your stickers out more evenly, create perforated edges. And then I got these all white markers. They just write white on paper. So let's try it out. Yeah, it looks like chalk. And it's got a fine tip and a even finer tip for more detailed precision whites, which that'll be good on colored paper and one of my book journaling junk journals. These are paint pens. I got these chrome paint pens, and in silver and gold, and absolutely love them. Like, I want to use them around the house to paint things with, because they do come out just like paint. This was a bigger white marker that I couldn't fit in that little box, but so there's 3 of them. Interesting, like they're all like different styles. These I all got from Journal Say. So I have been like, I was on a giant Journal Say shopping spree at 2 a.m. when I found out about it through my other YouTube girlies. Yeah, let's just say I went a little wild. I got these beautiful washi tapes that and it's just stunning, like kind of pink and green watercolor gold colors. I just think that'll be perfect for spring, and it's just my style in general. I also got this alphabet stamp set in this cute little wooden box, and it's got all your stamps, capitals and no caps and numbers and exclamation marks. This is so fun. And I've seen people use acrylic markers instead of stamp pads lately. The new acrylic markers. I mean, since I've been out of the crafting world for a while, there's been a lot of new things that have come out. And I think that's why, like, I kind of just went crazy, because I was like discovering my own self, and then discovering all these new things in the world. They'd come out while I was away. And yeah, so I wanted to try that. And I finally, actually just today, I got these acrylic markers to try out those stamps. This comes in a set of 24. It's got all of like the basic colors, and then a little variety of shades. And these are also good acrylic markers. I'm wondering are they like paint markers, where it's that same style, but I wanted to try them on these, like these little stamp blocks I got at the Dollar Tree a long time ago, but I got a bunch of them and I never got the blocks to put them on. So I finally got the little block stamp pads so I can put them on there and stamp them without. I was just using my hand before. Kind of like I would take it and just kind of stamp it and get my hands all inky. Which it worked, but I think this will be a lot easier now that I got these little blocks. I have a big plastic block, but that's more for like when you're doing mixed media art and using paint. So it's like a acrylic plastic sheet size block that you can roll paint on. And that could have been used as a stamp pad, but I never did. It's just too big, too bulky. And I know what they're used for anyways. I got these cool set of rulers. And it'll be good for when I do my planners and my junk journaling and scrapbooking, making like lines and grids and things. And so I like spent a shit ton of money on stencils, excuse my language. And like I think I have like every kind of stencil you can imagine to create a junk journal, a scrapbook, a planner, a travel planner. I've got the whole thing, babe. Okay. Just come over to Auntie Kayla's. We'll take care of you. Whatever you need. I got this garden planner that I'm so excited about this year because where I live, the winters are really harsh and we don't see the ground for months sometimes. So this will be like a good little start to getting myself prepared for the spring and like give myself something to look forward to. So it's got like your bed graph, your bed plan and the plants that you'll use and the plots that you can draw out yourself. This is just such the cutest little thing. I had to get it. I mean, I usually do this kind of stuff on my own where I just track in a notebook like the dates of seeds that were planted and the dates things were harvested. This also, I guess it has some information about planting in between the pages, soaking and sprouting, and some of that. I know how to do that. And then at the end, it's got like a gardening calendar for the rest of the year. And just so fun and perfect to keep all of that important information for your backyard and your garden if you have one. Even if you have an indoor garden, you could plan out like they do companion plants and companion planters, and you could plan like a little herb planter where all the herbs can live together in harmony. And then I went a little crazy at Barnes and Nobles because I did find this. I saw this like sitting on the shelf like this, and it says things I'll cancel later. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like me. I pull it out and I'm like, oh, it's got a cat on the front and it's gold and it's just and a little skull. And what, a Mexican hat? I'm Mexican. No way. Okay. And then I kind of flip through it and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And like each day has like a random fact and like quote, which it's kind of funny. It's kind of supposed to be funny, but it's like May 5th, on this day in 1921, Chanel No. 5 was released. That's Cinco de Mayo. Oh, and it's also hug a shed and take a selfie day. Seriously, tag us. Brass Monkey Goods. So, yeah, love that. That's a funny little thing that I'm going to use as a gift for next year, because I already have my planners for the year, and it's kind of like almost like a gag gift. Like it's got those like random fun facts. But I love the cover. And it's almost like too nice to where I don't want to give it away and just like save it for me for like another time. I got like a pack of 20 of these. They're all different colors. The annotation tabs with the little binder rings and rulers. I started using them. I found some at the Dollar Tree. They didn't have like the ruler packs, but I found some at the Dollar Tree that were like rainbow, and I started annotating my books recently, and I found it so like useful, but also I just felt like I was interacting more with my book, and I knew that like if I ever wanted to look back on important sentences that meant a lot to me, I can tab them. And I'm not the type of person that likes to do annotations in writing. I just, even if it's a crappy book, like I feel like I'm tainting it in some way and destroying it, which books are sacred and should not be. Like, I just feel like there's a rule with books and some rules should not be broken. But I get it. A lot of people annotate and write in their books, especially in, soft cover paperback books or used books that they've gotten. And, they're not going to write in like collector's editions, but they'll buy the used paperbacks to write in them. And to them, that, if they're going to keep it their whole lives, and it's almost like your experience as you're going through the book. So I think that, everyone has their reasonings, and I think that it's good for those people. I have a little OCD and I just can't get myself to stay in the book. Then I bought like an 8-pack of these cool little glue tapes. I also found them recently on the YouTubes for the junk journaling and the book journals. These are just, I hate that they're disposable plastic and they last, I don't know. I wish they last longer. I wish they could have like double or triple what's like in this barrel. But it lasts about like a couple months if you're like using it heavily in a scrapbook. But it's just so easy and convenient to hold, and you just swipe and go, and there's no mess. It's a game changer, but it's too bad that it's in plastic and there's nothing on the market for something like that where you can just refill. So that's kind of sad. But sometimes I feel like I am, if I did everything that was good for the planet and stayed away from everything bad, I feel like I would be lacking in convenience and luxury sometimes, and sometimes I just want to spoil myself. So I probably won't always be buying those glue tapes, but I found them, I wanted to try them, and I'll probably use them for a little bit, but I will probably end up going back to another alternative that is more eco-friendly, like using Mod Podge, which I love, and I will always be a advocate for Mod Podge. But I got this book sleeve called The Reader with little dragons, and I saw this on Journal Say, and I was like, a book sleeve for my book girly needs. And it's got a little pocket, and I've been using it quite frequently. Just like carrying it around like I'm the cool girl in town, okay? But I'm like the nerdiest thing ever. Then I got this, I got this binder that holds stickers. And I think this one's specifically for stickers. And so I put all my stickers inside, and I feel like I'm so organized now because they were in like a box before, and it was just like always hard like sifting through the boxes. So when I got that, and that was cheap, that was like $1.50 or something on Journal Say. I got that and I was like, hey, okay, this is a cool idea. And I have a lot of like paper scraps too. And I was like, I want ones with different sizes. So I went on Amazon and I bought, it's even got like a lock so you can lock it up. I think this is for stickers, but it's also probably meant for like card collecting. Oops, I haven't put them all in their sleeves yet. But because they have different sizes of pockets, and they range from small, medium to large, and then they have a section of just blank sticker pages, so you can just you can grab from your old sticker sheets and just store your stickers here. Although I found that I took them off and put them on here, and they're not sticking very well. I think I'm like missing a little B that was on here. But was I sticking them on the wrong side? I don't know. But on both sides, they seem to be like wanting to come off right away. So that kind of, but it's good if you've got like random sheets of like scrapbooking stuff just laying around, because or ones that have like 1 or 2 stickers left on them and you got the full sheet, like usually I would cut them out or cut around, but This just makes it easier. You could just pull the extras off, discard the old stuff, and be on your way and be more organized. And like that makes me so happy personally. Like, I'm the biggest OCD person out there. And then you will not believe it, but I bought another gratitude journal. Okay, can we count how many gratitude journals I have now? But this one is just so beautiful. Like, and it's got like this like soft, squishy, padded cover. This like metallic green and blue, like watery waves. 5 minutes a day towards creating a meaningful life of joy and connection. And this has prompts on the days and the weeks. So it's not just like the basic, what am I grateful for today? What are my affirmations for today? It's got writing prompts. So today, write about any changes in your daily routine that have positively impacted your physical state over the past 4 weeks. Write about a situation in which your moral memory kicked in, reminding you to be kind, good, generous, or thankful. What propelled you to make you more grateful? So that was, I like that because it's a little different, although I do need, like, my, I'm finishing up my little gratitude journal that I got recently, or 6 months ago. I'm finishing that up, and then I have another one ready, and it's just the easy ones where you're just like, you just spend, you know, it's a minute or two of just writing 3 things you're grateful for, and then, you know, some affirmations for the day, and you're good to go. And it's just like, just easy and just simple way to start your day. It changed my life so much. Then again at Walmart, when I stopped by the other day, I got this is another Pen and Gear notepad, this little mini notepad. I convinced myself, okay, well, you know what, I really want to get back into like not using my phone as much. And I remember back in the day, I would always carry a little notebook in my purse with a little pen. And it was always like the most useful thing, and the cool thing was like at the end of when I finished in the notebook, I could see like all the random notes I had written throughout that year, which was like, back in the day, you would need directions to places. So you'd ask people for directions, and my memory, forget it. I can't even like think about what I'm trying to say right now, let alone the directions of left and right and center and on Center Street in Maine. And then go back to my car and try to remember that in my head. Like, some people could, and I feel like it was, I don't want to stereotype it, but it was like mostly men that I've seen like have that like motor memory where they're like, okay, I got this. But yeah, that we would put everything in those notes: phone numbers, addresses, grocery lists, to-do lists, thoughts, you know, like the little things that happened in the day. Like you needed to write down, you need 2 pounds of carrots for something, you know, like just to remember. And it was fun to look back on, or like little doodles, because you're like bored in a meeting. And so you pull out your little notebook, pretending like you're writing something important, but you're just doodling, you know, things like that. And I kind of miss that because we don't do that anymore. We don't carry notebooks in our purses or pockets. We don't need to. But just the physical act, I feel like in some way will help my memory span in some aspects, like what writing does and how it affects the brain is such a scientific research thing. Anyways, let's go on. These are magnetic bookmarks. They're for individual pages to mark a page. I found I just discovered these. And when I bought this wonderful lady's Etsy boxes of stationery sets, it was called like Everything But the Book, for blind dates. So it had like, when you order a blind date book, you know, it has like the bookmarks and a pen and annotations, and it was that, but like a box full of just that stuff alone. And it was so cool. She packed it so beautifully, and I was just like, I had discovered so much just through that box of things. I'm reading ACOTAR right now, and I found these at Walmart, these official book flags. It's so hilarious. I started cracking up. Bat Boys, like, please, oh my god. It's so funny. Boil me. And then I like how when you tab it, you can also write a little note. I like that idea. But I think I'm gonna save these. Like, what is this? Mountains Shook. But I think I'm going to save these for when she comes out with the last book, and I'm gonna buy like a box set or like the whole collector's edition, and then I'll take all of the annotations that I have from the paperback box set that I have, and I'll re-annotate them into the collector's books with those. And I think that's a really great idea. I love the ACOTAR series. I wanted to hate it so bad, but I'm on Frost and Starlight right now, and I love that I started reading in the spring, and I ended up reading Frost and Starlight right in the middle of winter. And I just love that, like, but I relate to Feyre in so many ways, and it's really hard not to not like it. I got these pens, Barnes & Nobles again. These are just like, the cover, I mean, the packaging is like so good. I don't even want to open them, but what they say is even better. These gold gilded things. Oh my gosh, can you see? Yeah. It's hilarious. The Very Tired Woman. Dream on. And yeah, I suffer with chronic fatigue. So I relate very well to that. These I bought on Journal Say. These little like gimmicky gift fountain pens. They were going to be for my I was going to be doing a project for a local bookstore. I was going to be doing some blind date books and gift boxes for them, but then they decided not to use me, so I ended up getting all this like book nerd merch that I'm sure I will use and find people that will use them over time. But yeah, kind of got some inventory. Maybe I should list that on my Depop for you guys, because I got some stock of book stuff. Again, Barnes & Noble's ACOTAR enamel pin Valeris Night Court. It's got the emblem that they have on their flags with the mountain and the 3 stars. Okay, fangirl alert. This has never happened to me before. Okay, this has never happened to your girl, where I think the last time I was like getting fan merch of anything was when I was like 12 and into Sailor Moon. So this is a whole new era of my life. And I think it's because like I'm finding myself again and discovering myself again. And I just, when I have bad days, like today was a stressful day. I had a panic attack this morning, and I had to take my anxiety meds, and it was just, it gets really uncomfortable sometimes inside my head. And because I do suffer with PTSD and CPTSD and chronic anxiety and depression and fatigue, I've come a long way, and but it's still present. It always will be. And so like just to find those like good coping skills, and like I said, like the gratitude journal saved my life. Those little things, and now finally being in a safe environment where my body has been able to rest and take its time to repair, and now I'm finally able to start discovering new things that I love again, and that excites me. That makes me happy. If not anything else, the fact that my desire for art is back again, and my desire to create and read, and I couldn't even read a book. I couldn't read a sentence before just not comprehending and putting it down. And I was recently diagnosed with ADHD and put on meds, and it changed my life. Like, not only I was at the point where I was just starting to do things again and discover my own hobbies and things that I liked and didn't like anymore. That was starting, and then being diagnosed with ADHD and getting put on meds just was like the propeller to help me be able to focus on those things that I really, really was wanting to do. Just even basic things I couldn't focus on, like just tasks in general. As we know, a lot of ADHD people suffer from task paralysis. Okay, and this is the last thing, you guys. This is the biggest thing and most beautiful thing. I literally spent $100 on 3 Typhossi journals in the 8x8 size. Can you believe it? I should not have done this. This was a very bad thing. But look at how beautiful it is going to be on the bookshelf. And I couldn't decide. Purple or pink. I couldn't decide. Both of them. Okay? Because they're so cute. And I'm like, I've never owned cats before until I turned 30. Well, I had stray cats as a teen, but to me that didn't count. Stray cats were like feral. Didn't really love you. But, I have my cat Tom now, and he's like my first cat that I've had personally as an adult. And I'm like a crazy cat lady book nerd now. And these journals are going to serve their purposes. I'm going to use them as their dot grid style. And I'm going to be using them as scrapbooks and book journals, and as I said, I'm like OCD, so like stats keeping is so fun to me. That's why I need all these pens and rulers, because I need to take inventory, okay? And these are gonna be just so fun. I've seen so many people on the book journal trend that used Typhossi. There was another one. Archer and Olive is used quite frequently, but I found them a little too expensive, and it looked like they were of the same quality as Typhossi. So yeah, I went to the Typhossi website and found those And I mean, cool enough. This was on discount, like, I don't know, like 15% off or something like that. Oh, sorry, my cat's kissing the phone. Oh, hi, Tom. You come to say hi? You come to say hi? No, you didn't? Okay. So yeah, that was unhauling stationery part 2. And I do believe with all of that, at the end of the day, I definitely rounded out near $1,000. Definitely $1,000. And that's not including the books that I bought, because I went through quite a book haul this year. Well, last year. And I recorded that. Set. I didn't record the stationery because I did it impulsively and I really just didn't want to look at the price. But I know that it was near that, 1,000. I did keep track of my book hauls last year. It ended up being about $450. And most of it spent within the last 3 months of that year for obvious reasons of a new bookstore opening, that I'm friends with the bookstore owners and they are authors releasing books and I want to support them. Plus, I just started reading again, so I had a giant wish list. And I checked off some of those on my list. I got the holiday edition of Caraval, which I'm excited. I just ordered this Lillian Jackson Braun book called The Cat Who Could Read Backwards. And I'm reading that backwards right now, so I must be a cool cat. This is an old book, mystery, whodunit mysteries, little short stories about a detective and a cat, and the cat is always helping this detective solve the mysteries. And this is the first book in the series, and there's quite a few books. I grew up with my grandmother reading those books, and she was absolutely the most biggest obsessed fangirl of Lillian Jackson Braun, and she would always try to get me to read them. And I thought about it a few times. I'd pick up the book and look and go, oh yeah, okay. But I was a teenager and busy doing other things, and I never did. So now I am going to start. I also got The Wind in the Willows. I like to buy used books online, so like Thrift Books, World of Books, Abe Books, all those places. I like to support and buy used when I can, although a new, fresh, right off the press book is just always so luxurious. I don't need it. And then, you know, you're not spending as much, and I don't feel as bad if I DNF the book or end up donating it, which I will donate all my books. I don't sell them. I feel like knowledge should be free anyways, so I will put all my books that I DNF or do not want anymore in the little free libraries, which I gladly partake from as well. So it's a give and take, and every once in a while I'll find something absolutely amazing in those little libraries, and I hope that people find something amazing in what I give to them. So, and then I found this last but not least, the 2026 Witch Planner. I was actually going to return this. This was a Journal Say item. I was going to return it. I ended up, like, how many planners did I buy this year? Well, and see, I'm forgetting, like, there's even more. I bought this Van Gogh desk calendar. It's really, like, it's so cool. When it came in the box, it comes like folded in, and then you pop it out. Can you not fold it back? But anyways, it pops out, comes like unfolded, and you just like beautiful gold rings. So every day you can, and this I'm not in an office. I don't need the things. But for me, with my ADHD and my PTSD, that oftentimes will make me disassociate for long periods of time. This actually, like every morning I wake up and I'll flip it. And it's got a little quote every day. And it's got perforated edges, like right here and right here. So every day you get a piece of Monet art, a quote from like a well-known, and a calendar for the year. And then these little pages I will keep and use them for my junk journaling and scrapbooking and book journaling. And who doesn't love Monet? Okay? Because he just draws he paints the most beautiful scenescapes I have ever seen in my life. And yeah, so there we go. That's the entire haul finished. Oh, no, it's not. That calendar came with this, and I was like, what? At the very before you opened it and unfolded it, it had this little charm. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they didn't even have to do that. It says, flower, butterfly dance, don't let the secular world bury the romance of art. And like, well, I make bookmarks, charms, ribbon bookmark charms, and keychains. So I'm like, perfect. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this, you're amazing. It shows that you must love stationery as much as I do, and crafting and art and reading. So if you do like all those things, give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a follow. I will be posting a new unboxing haul next week. And then I think I'm gonna also do kind of some self-care body doubling videos for you guys. I know that they were so helpful for me when I needed it, and I think that now that I have the energy and time to do it, I want to do it for other people as well. I just know how much it's needed out there in the world and how much we lack community and connection these days. And I want to be helping my peeps out, just like you guys helped me. And I felt like YouTube was a space for me to heal, and I hope that now that I've healed a little bit more on my journey, I can be a safe space for others to come to and find comfort and joy and inspire them to heal as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening, afternoon, night, wherever you are. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.